Gentlemen, it's race day. Well, it is down south. They're practicing. They're getting ready for the 12-hour Bathurst. So if you see me looking every once in a while, you're looking at me looking some real good GT racing. As much as everybody loves Daytona, this 12 hours, this one's great. This is the one to watch. And it doesn't take all day. Well, it takes half the day. So guys, this is my start to the motorcycle build I'm holding. Now, it's a simple build. It's basically just for eye candy for everybody. Something to do in the middle of the winter, something different than a car. The trucks, they get a little overwhelming sometimes. So, I was like, okay, let's put up something, give somebody things to do that's a little, totally different, and you can walk away. So, everybody knows no rules. Well, one rule. Have fun. Doesn't matter what scale it is. Doesn't matter how long ago you started it. If you started it. If you haven't started it. As long as you just want to have fun. Throw some eye candy up. And it goes from now, February 1st, I think, until May 31st, I think I said. Because that's when summer starts and, Dulles and the Great White North and in some places way down south, it seems. Because, we need to be doing these things. Called camping, because you got to get out when you can. So this is the bike I'm building. This is the Triumph 3HW, which started out its life as the Triumph Tiger 80. So what happened was, in the beginning of the war, there wasn't a lot of technical equipment, whatever, for dispatch riders and stuff like that by the British Army. Because they didn't need it, especially at that size, because you're building an army for a war. So the Triumph company came up with this. What they did is they took the Tiger 80 and made it into a military vehicle. Changed a few parts here, a few parts there, and went from there. Now, up until September to May 1940... September 40 to May 41. Until September 1940. These bikes were produced in Coventry, in England. And, but during the Coventry Blitz, which went from September 7th to, I'm going to say, May 1941, if I remember my history correct. This factory was destroyed. So they went in and recovered the tooling and moved it to Meridian, which is Warwickshire. And they started producing it there in 1942, where they continued to produce it after the war even. The Brits used it, and then they sent it out all over the world. Greece, Canada, Italy, you name it. They moved this thing. It's a nice looking bike. They're a lot of fun looking. And then what happened is, after the war, just like in the States, and a bunch of guys, probably pilots like in the States, got a hold of these bikes and were racing them around, stripping them down and making them look cool. So I'm kind of torn. Do I strip this down and turn it into a race bike? Do I make it historically correct like that? Or do I do a little something like historically correct, make it into a Tiger 80, and make it shiny? I can do anything, I guess. Maybe I can find some decals, or make my own, because I'm going to try making some of my own pretty soon. And I can make Triumph decals to put on it, and if I want to use gold. Now, I'll throw some pictures up at the end of ideas like I have, and that have been done. And they're really cool. And it's my inspiration. So that's the story of this bike, and let's have a little fun. See you guys when you're doing your builds.